Hey guys, it's Ness here at Cake Style, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a Peppa Pig cake. You guys have been requesting to see Peppa Pig as a cake for quite a long time, so I hope you get a kick out of watching this. I started with just a slab cake. It was a 9 by 13 and it's in my vanilla cake recipe. And I've printed out a Peppa Pig template and I just want to cut that up. I want to make sure that the body is separate to the head because I'm going to be icing them in 2 different colours of frosting. I just use a bread knife to do this and then a steak knife to get in nice and close and make sure that it's looking perfect and matching that template. Now I'm using my sweet buttercream recipe in pink to do a crumb coat on the head of Peppa. I want to go ahead and do this on the top and then the sides. Pop it into the fridge for about 10 to 15 minutes to set. And then while that's happening, I can do the body. So she's going to be wearing her red dress. So I want to go ahead and make sure that I do a crumb coat in the red. Now, if you want to follow along with the recipes, I've added links in the description box below for you so that you can follow along and make this cake exactly. Once both of those are chilled, I want to go ahead and ice them both with a solid coat of buttercream. So you want to make sure you get a fair bit of frosting on the side, scrape it back so that it's nice and smooth, and then ice the top of the cake as well. Now you can try to make it absolutely perfect using some paper towel and smoothing it all down, but I kind of like it when cakes show that they're buttercream and that they're frosting, so I didn't mind if I had the odd streaky bit in there. Do the same with the dress for Peppa. And then both of these are going to go back into the fridge for about 10 to 15 minutes while I get started on the cake board. So I'm using just some sky blue buttercream to create a sky for Peppa as her background. I want to do a little bit less than half of the board like this. And then I want to place down Peppa's head first. And then slide the body in underneath. I've gone ahead and cut out the template for the eyes just on their own so that I can make sure that they're in the right spot. Because if you want a character to look like the real thing in a cake, it's really important to make sure that you get the eyes perfect. So I then want to go ahead and pipe with just some whiter kind of frosting. And then I want to add in a gorgeous sunny day. So I'm going to be adding the sun with rays of sunshine coming down. And then I'm taking a grass tip to create the grass. This adds so much texture and it's really easy to do. You just want to squeeze and drag the piping tip as you go. And I just think that this is really cool to add some extra dimension to the board. I'm a huge fan of making sure that the boards look just as fancy as the cake. So I'm also going to add some clouds into the sky. These look so puffy just using a large round piping tip again. And then I want to take a number 9 tip, so it's a little bit larger again, and go ahead and do a border around the red dress. Now this is actually sped up to double time, so I was really piping twice as slow as what you see here. It's super important to make sure that you do things like borders nice and slowly so that they end up perfect. Once I've gone around the border of the head, I'm going to go around each ear separately. And then I want to add in the snout for Peppa, as well as a couple of nostrils, of course. Then it's time to get started on doing some little legs, as well as some arms. This is using a number 8 piping tip. And of course you can't forget Peppa's curly little tail. And then each arm is going to have 3 fingers on its hand to make the hand basically, or the hoof. And I didn't like how they were first turning out because it was quite angular and pointy at the ends. So I've just gone back over it the other way so that it looks a little bit puffier. Still using that same pink, I want to add in a beautiful rosy cheek on the side of Peppa that she always has. And then I mix together the red and the pink frosting to make a pretty raspberry shade for her mouth. I almost forgot to go around the eyes with the pink. Have to remember to do that. And then add in some little black pupils. And while you have the black, you want to also do her shoes because it's a bright sunny day. So she's just wearing her cute little black shoes on her feet and standing in some grass that has some cute little yellow flowers. So I'm just using a little blossom tip to create some little yellow flowers in there. And there you have Peppa Pig. I would love it if you would leave some comments with whether Peppa is your favourite, or George, or any of the other cute characters in Peppa's world. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and give the video a big thumbs up.